back in freshman year, we, Sherry, Kayla, and Elise, and another girl, Taylor, we were in Miss Burns' class for U.S. history, and we read an article. And it was about how these teenagers from Valley Forge had been drafted into the Vietnam War, and they lost their lives. And we went down to see the plaque in the school, and we realized that it was just like a small plaque with just like a few names, and we realized like this is not enough. How can this be? How can we just have this small plaque to remember these few teenagers who gave up their life? So we decided that we need to do something more.
So there will be like 3 tiers almost of the monument. So separate pieces of what is it?
It's granite.
Granite. And she was saying the left one will have the names of the men who died, and the middle one will have all the logos of the branches of the military, and then the very right will have the name of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, the name of the memorial, and then the quote from the article we read, because we want to tie everything back into what we learned in Miss Burns' class. And the article we read was actually written by a former alumni from Valley Forge.
Yeah.
67. So that's also what's cool about it, is because the guy who wrote the article about the men who died actually knew them, which is what made it so like special for us. Is like, wow, these people were like real, like they had, you know, you can like connect it to people in like this area.
And, you know, the kids had the ultimate say in deciding that this is what they wanted. It looked different than anything else they had ever seen. But we also consulted, you know, other people that we would consider experts. We've worked with a lot of our alumni because it's not just for us, and it's not just for our school. It's a community project.
We still think that those people are important, and like what they did was important because they chose to sacrifice their lives or put their lives at risk because they thought that was best for our country. There's a quote from the article that we are actually putting on the memorial. This is basically what we want people to take from it. It's by Clark Dugan. It says, "The only tribute you could really pay, and I can still pay, is to remember. What else is there?" So we just want people to remember the people who died in this war, and just remember them, because that's really all you can do.
Yeah, through it. You know, we're looking at it, you know, from a completely different era and a different perspective. So I don't think we fully understand what it means to everybody, but we know it's important, you know.